Welcome back to the Rich Life with Jules, the podcast where we talk all things health, fitness, business, and mindset to get you out of your own way and into building your rich life. Today, I wanted to tell you about it's kind of, I guess, a game that I've been playing. And I sort of didn't realise I did it, and I do it with all things. And when it comes to building a business, it kind of all is a game. It's a serious game, but it is all a game at the end of the day. It's all trial and error. It is all experience. It is all finding out what works, trying something else. That doesn't work, you change it to something else. So when you look at it like this, things get an awful lot more fun. And I kind of didn't realise I've been doing this with all areas of my life and still until we were talking about how we utilise our time. This all started years ago, like many, many years ago, like when I started my business. So probably like 8 or 9 years ago. And my best friend now was my business mentor. She was my first ever business mentor. I didn't even know what a business mentor was at the time or what they did. And she told me a story of a business person that she was having a meeting with who she was extremely successful in business at this point. But this person she was meeting with was like way ahead of her, way bigger business, way more responsibilities, way far ahead on the journey. And this person came into their meeting room and she said to him, "Oh, have you been really busy?" And he was like, "No, not really." She couldn't understand why he wasn't really busy. She went, what do you mean? And through the conversation, it turned out he just focused on the important things. He didn't make himself busy doing more stuff. He just did the stuff that mattered. And she told me this story at the time I was peak burnout, overwhelmed, saying yes to everything, doing everything for everybody, never stopping, answering messages quicker. And I was like, more, 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 doing more, being more, giving more. Agreeing to more is how you build a successful business. And she told me this story, and it is literally one of the most pivotal moments in my business career that she highlighted to me that it's not about the amount you do, it's about the effectiveness of what you do. So, this person who was dramatically successful in business actually wasn't doing a lot of stuff, he was just doing the important stuff. And this is essentially the game I play with my business, with the health and fitness, with everything I do. And what I'm trying to do is get more results for doing less. And if I can build my business bigger by doing less, if I can get fitter and stronger and healthier by doing less, all of these things combined make my time more effective. It means the things that I'm doing in my day are all important things. They're effective things. They are things that are driving me forward towards my goals. So when it comes to work, what I said in this conversation I had with people last week, when I realised that I'd actually been making a bit of a game out of all of this, was that I don't want to work more. Now, coming from somebody who genuinely loves building businesses and who absolutely loves everything I do in a day, I love helping coaches build their business. I love talking to people about marketing. I love teaching Pilates. I love helping women get stronger. So all of the things that I do for work, I absolutely love. And I would do them, even if I won the lottery, I would still do them for free, right? I love them that much and I love every part of my job, but I don't want to work more. I don't want my life to be work. I actually am striving to work less than a full-time job. But the caveat to this is I want the business to keep growing. So it's a bit of a game of how can I take back more time for me and do less work, but still grow my business. I'm making this sound really simple. It's been 10 years so far and I'm still working on it. I'm still working full time, but the goal is to get more out of my day, to get more out of my life and to build my rich life, because my rich life is not just my businesses and it's not just my job and it's not just what I do to earn money. My rich life is the meeting pals for coffee. It's the spending an afternoon reading my book with a cup of tea. It is the going places with the dog, taking her different walks so she's not walking the same walk all the time. That's something that's important to me and it's something that I want to factor into my day. It is not starting work till 10 o'clock in the morning. It's not working on a Monday morning. All of these things are important and factor in my rich life. So if I was to just work more and more and more and more, that doesn't achieve my rich life. I have got so many things I want to do with my day, with my week, and with my year. It's not just work, but I want my business to get bigger. I want to earn more money. I want to help more people. I want to be more effective. And that is what I want you to think about with your time is, are you making yourself busy to feel like you are doing a lot, or are you actually being effective with your time? And looking at how many hours you're putting into working on an average week versus what you're getting back from it in terms of business growth. And this can apply also to like a fitness journey. People think the way to get fitter and stronger is just to do more workouts. Not the case. It is being strategic and effective with what you're doing to get the results you want to get in as little time as possible. So when it comes to fat loss, I could just slash my calories right down. I'd be miserable. That's taking away my rich life. So if I am just living on hardly any calories, will the fat loss results, or sorry, actually, will the weight loss results probably be more because I'm eating less calories? Yes, but that's taking away my rich life. It's taking away my enjoyment of going out for a scone with my pals. It's taking away the enjoyment of going out for dinner. It's taking away the enjoyment of what I eat day to day for just my lunch on a random Tuesday. But I still want those weight loss and those fat loss results. So the game is, how do I maintain the results and actually get better results without having to do more steps, more cardio, more workouts, eat less calories? How do I gain more by giving less? And a lot of the time, people will require like coaches, mentors, because they have done these things before and they can help you with it. So if you're not necessarily figuring all of this out on your own, that's completely normal. But what I want you to think about is the things that you are you doing more? So giving more time, giving more energy, giving more thought, giving more, doing more, working harder, putting in more hours, going to the gym more, eating less on your calories, whatever the goal is, are you doing more towards that goal without getting the results back for it? And what is it you want? What actually do you want this outcome to be? Because for some people, they will want to work more because they want to do more of the thing that they like to do, and they want to add more hours to it, and they want to spend their day doing the thing, whatever it is. What is it that's important to you? Important to me is freedom. That is probably my number one. The freedom and flexibility is my number one value in building business. I want to have choice over my time. I want to be able to use my time where it lights a fire in me, where it fills my cup, where it feels good for my soul. I do not want to be a business owner that's tied to a desk 8 hours a day, or 12 hours a day, or 16 hours a day. That to me is not rich life. For some people it will be, and that's okay. And this is where you've got to look at what's important to you. For me, it's not sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day. It is not being tied to my laptop. That to me is really high in my rich life and in my values. But while not sitting at the desk for 8 hours, while not being tied to the laptop, I want more results and better results for my business. So the game is, how do you do less, be more effective with your time, be more strategic with your time and your actions, but how do you do all of that and get more towards the goal you want to get to? And then this lets you achieve more goals. So if I'm being more strategic with my work time, I've got more time for other goals that I can also then be more strategic with and do less to achieve more. And then this builds the entire picture of my life of achieving more things and getting to do more things, getting to do more rich life things, getting to achieve more goals, because I'm not wasting time on one goal and putting all my energy into it that it doesn't actually require that, because there are ways to be more effective with my time. So how can you look at your week, look at your goals, and start with looking at the things. What are you doing just to fill your time? What are you doing to make yourself feel busy? This is generally what this all comes down to, is people doing things to make themselves feel busy. Like, for example, let's take it back to weight loss. If you go to the gym after work and you walk on the treadmill in the gym for 40 minutes to get your steps in, people will be, well, I went to the gym today, and they feel like they've done more. But could you actually have done more steps if you'd have been doing your steps in a different way? If you would have taken the dog out, because then you could have done the steps and went out with the dog, got outside, got some fresh air, achieved more things with that time. But the actual going to the gym lets people mentally tick that box of, I've gone to the gym. I have done something for my health and fitness today, which is great. I'm not saying don't go to the gym and do your steps, but what I'm saying is that the most effective way to do it? Is that the way you should be doing it? Can you actually achieve the same outcome for less time, less effort? Does going to the gym make you feel achieved and make you feel busy, but it's not the most effective use of your time? Like, a lot of people in their businesses will make clients lots of resources that clients never look at. But it makes them feel busy. It makes them feel like they're doing something. You would have been better off not making those resources that nobody's going to look at and doing something else with your time instead. But are you, look at your week, look at your goals, look at what you're doing towards those goals, and ask yourself, is this actually driving you forward? Is there a more effective way to do this? Or are you just doing this to make yourself feel busy and make yourself feel like you are achieving more? Because busyness doesn't equal effectiveness. So you can actually achieve lots more in lots less time if you are working effectively. If you are like the person that Marisa had the meeting with that said, no, I'm just focusing on the important stuff. What are you focusing on your week when it comes to all of your goals? If it's saving money, if it is redecorating your house, if it is weight loss, if it is building your business, what are you focused on this week? And the things that you are focused on, are they the important stuff, or are they just the things that make you feel busy and make you feel like you're actually doing something when it's actually not getting you very far towards that goal? I'd love to know what you come up with and whether you realise that you are being busy, not effective, or what have you realised are the most important things that you can focus on to be more effective with your time, to play that game of achieving more for less time and less input, letting you live your rich life. Reach out to me and let me know at Rich Life with Jules. Speak to you very soon.